Hi everyone. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to use the adaptive switch to turn the pages of our storybook that we previously did with the spacebar. So I'll give you guys a little frame of reference. Here is something we've previously accomplished where we have our Wind in the Willows costumes here, and we're using the spacebar to turn the pages or to change the costume. So first thing, I'm going to show you what you'll need for this video. You're going to need an Easy Connect ribbon cable. So the end piece for the one I'm using is white like this, and the other end has the wires with the open connector spots. You will also need some touch sensors like this, and you will need your Hyperduino and Leonardo combo, along with the micro USB. And if you have a Mac like me, I have an adapter that is just USB-C to USB. So first thing we're going to do is set up our Hyperduino. So I'm going to use this ribbon cable and this touch sensor. So we'll be doing capacitive touch to replace the key space, or the spacebar key. So I'm going to put my touch sensor in the brown wire, which will be the leftmost wire when we are plugged into our Hyperduino. So it is this brown wire on the end here, and I'm going to take my touch sensor and just put it all the way in there until it kind of clicks in there firmly. And now I'm going to put my Easy Connect ribbon cable onto my Hyperduino. So the colors kind of match up, and also a really big indicator is that there is the word touch right next to this little area, which when you're using capacitive touch is where you would want to plug in this ribbon cable. So now I am just going to plug that in, and you're going to want to do this all before going over to Snap. So you would want to follow this video consecutively. So now that we are connected ribbon cable to Hyperduino, you can see there are some numbers atop the area we've just put our ribbon cable, 13 to 2. And our touch sensor is connected to the wire that goes to 13, which is going to be important later when we're coding. So now I can attach my micro USB to this spot here on the Leonardo, and I can plug the USB end into my USB. Before I go ahead and get into Snap, I'm going to reset my board, which is this little red button right there next to the plug-in for the micro USB, just as a precaution. So there's two lights, there's a green light and a yellow light, and when the yellow light stops flashing, then your board is reset. So as we're waiting for that, I'm going to go ahead back to Snap. And now I have this project open that we would have worked on previously. And you can see here that these are all the codes that I have for the Arduino. So in order to use the switch with the Arduino, we need to import some switch blocks, which is the .xml file that you guys should receive. So I'm going to go ahead and import the .xml file. And now I have all these switch capable blocks here. Now we can connect our Arduino, and there are a few different ports. My Mac usually works with the CU port. You might have to test out some different ones if you're using a different type of computer. All right, so another way you can always check to see if you're connected is Arduino connected, true. If it was not connected, it would say false. So now we're good and connected, and let's just take a look at our turn page command. So you see we have a wait until key space pressed, and essentially we're just going to duplicate this, and instead of having a key space pressed, we're going to have activate the touch sensor on 13. So activate cap 13, and I'll show you how we can find that. So here under our newly imported blocks, we have cap blank activated, and this is where it comes in to know which wire corresponds with the number on your Hyperduino. So we've put our touch sensor into the 13th spot, so cap 13 activated. So now we'll come over to control and wait until cap 13 is activated. And I'm going to add a little bit of a wait, and I'm going to make it shorter than previously in our turn page command, just so it seems a little bit more reactive. So now we can go, and I'll try and make it more identical. I'm gonna delete this one because that's what we're making now. And now turn page switch. And I can just put these blocks here, and I'll show you comparatively. So they're pretty similar. And we're going to do the exact same sequence that we have here, just with the turn page switch. So you could either come over to looks and redo the entire process, or you could just duplicate this and then replace the turn page with turn page switch. So that is up to you. But I'm going to go ahead and get that done. Something you could also do that might make your life a lot easier is if you just go ahead and get one of these together, you can just start duplicating them like this. And then change your scenes. Now I'm just going to put this in a forever loop that we can grab from the control. And I'm going to steal this when flag clicked. So now, instead of using the space bar to turn the pages, I should be able to use this touch sensor that is attached to our switch. So I'm going to come back here, make sure everything's connected. And when I press the green flag and I touch the sensor, pages are turning. That's exactly what we want. Perfect. So I hope you guys have some fun using the switch, and I would love to see your storybook sometime.